Hello there, good afternoon. You're joining Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports. First, the headlines as usual. Number of deaths caused by extreme weather conditions increases to 35. Sirasa TV celebrates its 15th anniversary. And also, Professor Siri Kanangara honoured by Australia in recognition of unfaltering service. Now we know those stories in detail. The chief prelate of the Asgiri chapter, Most Venerable Udugama Sri Buddha Rakita Thera, says that the clergy will take to the streets if the casino industry is expanded.
Casino ව්‍යාපාරය ආරම්භ කරන්න යනවා කියලා කොළඹේ සම්බෝධි විහාරය කිට්ටුව.
It has been said that a casino enterprise is to be commenced close to the Sambodhi Vihara in Colombo. It is being reported in the papers. We are completely against this. The casino enterprise is a major gamble. This is not being done for the people. Foreigners do not come here to go to casinos. We are completely against this. I do not have any political affiliations, but if this enterprise is initiated, we will take to the streets. If this enterprise is initiated, then we will take to the streets against whoever it is that supports it, be it the government or ministers.
ක්‍රියා කරු ලබන රජේ හෝ වේවා මෙතියමෙති වේවා වෙනත් කෙනෙක් හෝ වේවා ඒ සියලුම දෙනාට විරුද්ධව අපි පාටමයි.
Well, a 15-year-old boy has drowned in the seas of Maravilla. The boy was a resident of Kahatawila, Mahavavatta. The police say the boy, accompanied by another group, had gone to the Maravilla beach yesterday in order to bathe in the sea. His body washed ashore this morning. Well, on to one of our headline-making stories now. Sirasa TV, the #1 channel in the field of television in Sri Lanka, celebrates its 15th anniversary today. Commencing a golden era in Sri Lankan television, Sirasa TV commenced telecasts on the 10th of June 1998. Revolutionizing the TV experience, Sirasa TV found an irreplaceable place among the hearts of TV audiences. A celebratory event to mark the channel's 15th anniversary was held at the Stein Studios complex in Ratmalana today.
The
Sirasa TV channel has been able to come on this journey of over 15 years because it is a channel that understands the needs of the audience and is constantly innovating. Because of the change brought forth by Sirasa TV, the field of media in Sri Lanka was also renewed and audience were able to gain new experiences. That is why for 15 years Sirasa TV has been at the top. We owe all these victories to the fact that you, the audience, are with us.
මේ හැම ජයග්‍රහණයක්ම ලබා ගන්න පුළුවන් වුණේ ප්‍රේක්ෂක ඔබ සමග අප සමග සිටින නිසායි.
දුකේදිත් සැපේදිත් හැමදාමත් ඔබේ ළඟින් Sirasa TV ඉන්නවා කියන විශ්වාසය හැමදාම.
For 15 years we have given you faith that in sadness and in joy Sirasa TV will always be with you. We are now preparing to maintain that faith in the future and be as close to you as possible. With our 15th anniversary, we hope to introduce a number of new things. You may have seen the posters proclaiming new people are coming to Sirasa. You will be able to see who these new people are when you watch Sirasa TV from tonight.
ඒ අලුත් අය කවුරුන්ද කියන එක අද රාත්‍රියේ ඉඳලම ඔබට Sirasa TV නරඹද්දි බලා ගන්නට පුළුවන් වෙනවා.
Preparations have also been made to take a book titled Sirasa Vansha across the island in order to obtain the views of audiences. Sirasa TV audiences will also be treated to a number of special programs throughout the day today. Well, Professor Siri Kanangara has received a special commendation from the Australian government. Professor Kanangara was conferred the Order of Australia. Professor Siri Kanangara is a reputed doctor born in Sri Lanka and currently residing in Australia. He was a member of the medical team at the Sydney Olympics in 2000. The Australian government says that Professor Kanangara was conferred the Order of Australia in recognition of his service to the field of sports medicine. Born in Horana, Professor Siri Kanangara was a product of Royal College Colombo. His mother was the late Vivian Kanangara, a reputed principal from Horana. Well, media spokesperson of the disaster management, Sarath Kumara, says that bodies of 41 fishermen who were stranded at the sea owing to the inclement weather experienced in the island have been found. The police say that 10 bodies have been found near the Ahongala police division alone. 7 of these bodies were recovered last afternoon.
Bodies of 2 individuals were found close to the Bambalapitiya railway station this morning. Our correspondent said that the bodies were taken to the Colombo South Teaching Hospital and were identified. The victims were residents of the Dehiwala and Moratuwa areas. Meanwhile, the Navy stated that search operations are still underway to locate missing fishermen. Navy spokesperson Commander Kosala Varanakulasuriya said that vessels have been dispatched in seas where strong winds battered the coastal belt on Friday. Meanwhile, the Department of Meteorology said that coastal areas may not expect heavy rainfall in the coming days. Duty meteorologist Anusha Varanakulasuriya said that the Putlam Gaul coastal belt until Hambantota may expect light showers.
Still in local news, the Catholic Bishops' Conference in Sri Lanka requests the government not to amend or repeal the 13th Amendment to the Constitution, but to instead discuss with all parties, especially through the Parliamentary Select Committee, and think about a completely new constitution which would guarantee justice, peace and true prosperity for all citizens of the country. Issuing a communique, the Catholic Bishops' Conference says that in this respect, it is only fair that the Provincial Council election in the North be held as scheduled according to the 13th Amendment. In its communique, the Catholic Bishops' Conference notes that the 13th Amendment provides for the devolution of power to the provinces and has been in effect for the last 2 decades. The communique reads, quote, "There have been a few examples of tension with regard to the use of devolved authority, but by and large, and system has allowed greater participation of the people in the matter of governance," unquote. The Catholic Bishops' Conference says that it is their belief that even if this system may not be perfect, it is their contention that at this moment when Sri Lanka is striving to make permanent the hard-won peace after a 30-year conflict, pondering upon this constitutional provision may lead to over-centralization of authority and to international meddling in the internal affairs of this country. Moving on, the Sri Lanka Public Health Inspectors Association states that legal action was taken against 2,173 persons so far this year for maintaining grounds conducive for the breeding of dengue mosquitoes. The association's Assistant Secretary C.S. Muthukuda said that the offenders were fined an amount of 11.8 million rupees in total. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health states that 14,091 persons have been affected by dengue this year. The Ministry's Department of Epidemiology noted that 42.14% of the cases were reported from the Gampaha district. Well, the prepaid card system for bus fares was implemented as a pilot project from this morning. Chairman of the Lanka Private Bus Owners Association, Gamanu Wijaratna, said that the prepaid card system was implemented in private buses plying from Mattegoda to Colombo Fort. The prepaid card system for bus fares was implemented on the 138 bus route in the Maharagam area this morning. Chairman of the Lanka Private Bus Owners Association, Gamanu Wijaratna, explained how the touch travel card, also known as the prepaid travel card, can be used. This card has a value of 200 rupees and it is refundable deposit card. Commuters must first deposit 200 rupees in order to obtain this card. You will also be able to refund the deposit. The Lanka Private Bus Owners Association presented complimentary bus cards to commuters as the pilot project commenced today.
Touch travel card,
we distributed 30 complimentary touch travel cards in the Mattegoda Fort Terminal, while 10 complimentary cards were distributed at the Maharagama Fort Terminal. The public will now be able to travel without paying cash. Passengers are using this card for the first time today. That is why it will be implemented as an experiment or pilot project for a period of 2 weeks. Gamanu Wijaratna further noted that steps will be taken to make the prepaid card available at bus stands and other places. Well, now to a slightly interesting story. We received this report of a giant toadstool that was discovered in the Bambara-Gaswava area in Galewala.
Our camera captured this footage at a home in Bambara-Gaswava. This toadstool is about 7 feet and 7 inches in size. Our reporter adds that the toadstool has a diameter of 21 inches.
සලාම් දැක්කේ කවුද මේක? මලි පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න බැරිද? එළ. සමු අල්ලා දෙන්න. අල්ලා පොඩ්ඩක් අවුලන්න නම් ගෙදරට එක්කන් ගියත් කමක් නැහැ. ධාරෝනි ගමන්.
Well, in sports, Sri Lanka lost to New Zealand by a wicket in yesterday's low-scoring thriller in their Group A encounter of the ICC Champions Trophy in Cardiff. Lankan skipper Angelo Matthews expressed these views at the post-match media briefing.
You know, we didn't have much runs to play with, so we just, had to go for the kill. The bowlers responded brilliantly. I thought, Shaminder Ranga bowled brilliantly. Lasith Malinga once again did a fantastic job, and all the spinners, whoever who bowled today was absolutely brilliant. Backed up by fielding. So it was a encouraging performances and a boosting performance for the whole team.
Well, that brings an end to our lunchtime news bulletin this afternoon. But before we leave, have you heard of the World Tour Wrestling Championships held in rural Derbyshire in Northern England? Contested annually since the mid-1990s, the sport requires concentration, strength and balance, and is surprisingly painful for contestants as well. We leave now with visuals from the event. I'm Aaron Rajaratnam for News First. Have a great week ahead.